Hi, I'm Clay Mize, USPTA professional and founder of Kaizen Tennis. I want to do today a little lesson mainly for the little ones, beginners to about age 8, and you can start in some of these little drills as early as 3 or 4 years old. What I'd like for you to teach your kids is tennis is not about hitting the ball or whacking the ball, but tennis is about controlling the ball. So we're going to do 5 ball control drills today, and there are going to be 5 drills that we do with our racket. Okay, the first drill is really simple, and you can do this for ages probably 3 years old and on up till they're about 7 or 8 years old and they still enjoy it. And that's just simply controlling the ball by putting the ball on the ground, and we call this walking the dog. And so you take the racket, and the idea is that they cannot let the dog get out from under their control. So they're learning to control the ball very early. So it just simply looks like this. You can set up a little obstacle course for them, allow them to continue to control the ball. And this teaches them some racket skill and the idea of controlling the ball. Now, as they get more and more advanced, if the family's going out for a walk, tell your child, grab their racket and their ball, they can take their ball for a walk, and they've got to keep it under control. So that's kind of drill 1. The second drill is simply taking the ball and putting you have your kids put their fingers up on the racket handle, flatten out the racket, balance the ball, and then simply let the ball go around the edges of the racket. And this helps them to get an idea of gaining some feel and control. Once they go around a few times, then now they can reverse it and go back in the other direction. Now, once they've completed that, you can have them turn their racket over until they have their knuckles up and do the same drill on the other side. So that's 2 drills. Now, the third drill they can do, simply have their fingers up on the racket, have the ball, and then bounce it, and then get under the ball and catch the ball on the racket. Again, drop the ball, get under, and that gives them some control and feel for the ball. Now, you'll notice that I'm bending my knees, so you have to bend your knees to get under the ball, and that also teaches them how to begin to bend their knees when they're hitting. Now, once they do that a few times, have them turn their hand over until you have their knuckles up. And you can do the same drill. Very good drill for teaching control and touch and feel for the ball. Okay, so that's 3 drills. Another drill is simply, again, balance the ball. I remember when I was a kid, my parents would have me put a book on my head, and I would have to walk and try to keep the book balanced. Well, this is kind of the same idea. They can put their fingers up, balance the ball, and they can walk with it, keep it balanced. They can walk with it, and you can have them walk across the patio and back, or they can skip, or they can skip backwards, or you can have them shuffle, all balancing the ball. And then you can do the same drill with the idea of putting their knuckles up. So that's 4 drills. The 5th drill is I call self-rally, and that's where you toss the ball and then they hit up on the ball, let it come back down. This drill teaches them to control the ball, to have a little bit of touch, and because they're probably not going to be great at first at hitting the ball straight up, it teaches them that the ball goes where the face of the racket is turned. So if they're hitting the balls to the right or the left, then you can instruct them that the ball is going in the direction of the strings, or where the string bed is pointed. So it helps them get an idea of that. It also helps them to track the ball, because sometimes they're not going to hit it just perfect, and so they may have to move a little bit. So this is a good tracking drill for the little one. So there you go. There's 5 drills. You can do it at home on the patio or in the driveway, or maybe even in a big family room. Get them off the computer for a few minutes. This is a good a good diversion for them if they've been on the computer too long. You know, do a circle around the house balancing the ball. Or you've got to do, try to do 10 self-rallies in a row. And as they get better and better, you can up the number to 25 or maybe 50. Or eventually, you know, 100 in a row. So they can do 100 in a row, fingers up on the racket, and maybe 100 in a row with knuckles up on the racket. Now, if they get a little bit more advanced, I want you to do fingers up and then knuckles up. Fingers up and knuckles up. And now they get accustomed to moving the racket a little bit more, and they get more and more control over the ball. That's all for today. Go out, get your kids working on